happen to one with the other. I don't understand. Like, you pointed at me, I got shocked. What's going on?
Okay, my name is Lindsay.
Hi, my name is Kit.
And today I thought I wanted to watch you react to... Okay, so this is an anchor on, I believe CNN. His name is Don Lemon.
Wow.
Sorry, I just need to enunciate my words. But I thought it was funny because he's like supposed to be like a Democrat. I don't know much about Don Lemon, so maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. But it's generally like CNN is like a very hardcore, generally like, in my opinion, they put too much opinions in their news reporting. So I would consider it a very leftist political reporting show.
Ain't that it happened to both sides of the party, both
do it, yeah, 100%. I don't disagree with you. But this one specifically. Nikki Haley is running for president. I don't know if you know who she is.
A girl?
Yeah, she's a woman. She's running for president. And she's like 51.
Why all the presidents so old? I always have that question.
Okay, so 51 is actually considered pretty young.
Huh? Oh, okay, my bad.
Because think about no. And I agree with you. But Nikki Haley's one of the things she's saying that she wants to do when she gets in office is she wants to make it so that you can't do like a ton of terms. Like you can't constantly be like in office.
Ain't that it's only 2 terms?
That's only for presidency. Someone can be like a senator for like decades. She's trying to shorten it so more filtration gets through.
Yeah, I think that's... Wait, because a lot of people that is in the Congress and they got out or they got retired or first of early something, right? They still get all the benefit. Are they still keeping on that? That is going to be add more money on the government have to pay for it.
I don't know. I think that she's probably hasn't enunciated on that, which I agree with you on. Like, I don't agree that they should be getting all these benefits. It should be like a normal job.
Yeah.
At this point.
If you didn't do the full 20... I mean, if it's not allowed, well, you might able to get your part of the benefit, but you wouldn't get like a full...
Well, yeah, just like how... The county has different tiers, tier A, tier B, tier C, tier D. When you retire, like you have different tiers for different counties. And a pension system is based on how long you've been in there. So I think that if people have to serve shorter terms, like let's say they can only serve 10 years if they're constantly voted in, then from there, you would only get a specific percentage of benefits. And I feel like that's fair. If that's what we're voting for, I'm all for it because I think these old geezers need to get the fuck out.
Then now you're making it like the old folk is really bad.
No, but Joe Biden like being 80 years old almost.
Yeah, like I mean, a lot of time that I don't understand why they have to pick certain age group. Is this like they have to be a certain position before they can be a presidency or something?
No, it's just people want to make sure you have experience probably. You have to be known enough to become president. And I think the age range is like 45. So
then why we don't see a 45 president?
That's a great question. I think one of our youngest presidents was like JFK or something.
How old was he?
Let's see. No, let's see. Before we start watching this video, JFK.
I would say though we're not judging elderly people. I'm trying to cover our part.
Yeah, the youngest man elected into office in 1963, JFK. They don't say how old he was though. Let's go. Let's Google this bitch, because who uses Bing?
You gotta stop. When they get popular, we just gotta be drowned.
I don't care. This is my opinion as of 2023. What age did JFK become president? See, people ask this question. He was 43 years old.
Oh, he's really young. He's even younger than there was the eligibility then.
No, well, then I'm wrong about the eligibility. How old do you have to be president? These are all things that I should have learned in history because I did go to 35.
Oh my god.
So it's a lot younger than I even thought. But like, we don't see anything.
I can be a president.
You're not 35.
Somewhere around. Oh, shut. Actually, this is the internet. I'm 18. Yes, you're. No, I'm 21. I'm drinking. I'm 21. Forever 21. Shit.
I mean, I can't be president legally. My age.
You know what?
It's because I act so much older than what I am, and then you realize my age. Yes. But it's not like I can drink right now. I can smell the alcohol.
Yes.
It's like a drug. But I didn't even know that. I thought it was like 45. I think it's because, well, A, I haven't been in school in so long. And then B, history was never my forte. And C, what is it called? There's so many old people running for president. See, I don't think 50 is old though. Right? Because people retire at 65 generally.
Oh, okay, you're
right.
You're right.
And so if you become president for 2 terms, which is 8 years, then I would say the age range should be probably at like 55 is fine. Like, but at 65, I feel like that's a pretty good cutoff age.
I do feel like 35 a little bit young, like for
maturity level. Yeah, I've met some 35-year-olds like that just proved to be so immature that I would never trust them as president.
But why would they have like young senator? Oh my god, what's this?
No, I'm just kidding.
Why would they don't have young senator?
I mean, AOC was one of the youngest, I believe.
Is it young as like a college after a graduate type of young? Or what you mean young is like a 35 range?
Well, she was born in 1989. So
no, she's
like 32.
Yeah,
but she was elected a few years ago. How old was AOC? She was 29.
Yeah, but I'm questioning why they don't get anybody that is out of the college or freshman to train them from the Senate all the way to become able to be president, so you know the system inside and out.
I don't know. I've met a lot of young people. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't want them to do that.
I mean, they been you train them though. They're associated. They're not necessarily to be wanting the house. You can have somebody that is shadowing.
I mean, I guess. I mean, that's what they do in the military. How would you say leadership in the military is? Did I make my point?
No. I would say some are good, some are bad. Yeah, just like any job.
Which is why it would be difficult. You would have to be taking like 300 people and trying to train them to eventually lead the nation, right? Mm-hmm. Based off that scenario. And what's the likelihood that even one of them turns out to be a good politician? Or are they just going to perpetuate the same issues that all of them have? Which is, you know, like you see what Nancy Pelosi does, where it's a lot of, you know, backdoor deals, you know. Like she has a higher rate in her stocks than Warren Buffett does.
No way. I
yeah, she does. That's why they recommend that you follow politicians based off what they purchase, because they're supposed to publicize what they purchase. If you follow what they purchase... No, it is insider trading, which now there is the Pelosi Act. Oh my god, I'm loving this. I'm loving this today.
Oh my god, I feel like you started busting out all the politicians.
Pelosi Act. This is hilarious. Okay, so... I'm going to give you this link.
Okay.
But it's thehill.com. Hawley introduces Pelosi Act banning lawmakers from trading stocks. Because a lot of lawmakers are notorious for doing a lot of, I would say, white-collar crimes when it comes to their stock trading. Like, that's what a lot of Americans can see. Considering someone that doesn't have a lot of knowledge in stocks since the get-go, making better rates or getting better profits than Warren Buffett does. Someone that's notorious for his ability to make money in stocks, right?
Yes, true.
So I guess he's a Republican from somewhere. Don't know where. Introduce the Pelosi Act, or the Preventing Elected Leaders from Owning Securities and Investment Act, which is hilarious because it spells out Pelosi.
Oh. I would say though, you couldn't, like, before they joined, you're banning a whole bunch of people. Before they join become the senator.
I believe that the stipulation is that you can't do any trading while you're in office. You can hold your stocks, right, up until you get in, but you have to just keep them there.
You cannot just move your stock around.
Yeah, you can't move your stock around. You can't be purchasing anything to do with any company that you're, voting on or passing laws. Well, because that's the thing. We watch them. They're required to, they all have to publicize themselves. I don't know if you know this, but every lawmaker has to publicize to the public what they purchased their stock in. Required by law. So how would they know? They have to do it right now. We all know.
Yeah, no, I mean, the part that is...
But publicly they talk about what laws are being placed, so technically the public would know, and then technically they would be arrested by the FBI. They have white-collar divisions tracking these things already.
They do?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, you've just, like, regular citizen become suddenly seen in the office, and suddenly all your stuff that you were not able to work on, I don't know, it's gotta be fair for a lot of people either.
I think it'd be fair, because consider this, like, there's a reason why, like, Martha Stewart went to jail for her trading deals.
I mean, insider trading, insider information, yes, correct, but you don't know.
No, but they do know. They've proven, because the minute so what they are doing is insider trading. Because they're always buying stocks that are similar to things that they're making laws in, or people that they've conversated with in different companies.
I got what you're saying. Okay.
So they have already seen it, and a lot of people have made lots of profits just following what lawmakers are purchasing their stocks in.
How big of the scope of the lawmaker? Is this like the top dog that is in the Congress, or actually even the secretary, whatever the...
Well, I wouldn't know that information. No, but I'm saying, yeah. I mean, it would be, everyone would be susceptible to this law. Oh. Which is good.
How about you? They're just only cafeteria lady work in the Congress.
No, like people that are engaging with the law.
That has to be specific.
Yeah. I'm sure. I mean, these are lawyers making these
arguments.
Yeah. these different acts. So I'm assuming, last year Pelosi's husband, Paul Pelosi, sold millions of dollars worth of shares for a computer chip maker at the House, prepared to vote on a bill forced on domestic chip manufacturing. Which means he heard something from his wife that the government was going to determine something about a chip, and said, okay, I'm going to dump all these shares.
Oh.
And made millions of dollars doing it. I mean, that's what I'm getting from this. That's my interpretation of this. And I mean, there's lots of instances that people talk about that they do this. And I'm just like, you're a huge proponent and talking about how you're a Democrat and you're for the people. And you're making shitty deals on the side, and you're doing illegal shit. Okay.
I don't think that just only go for Democrat. I think that's go for both parties.
Oh yeah, this bill would apply to both Democrats and Republicans, which is why I say it's a fair bill. I don't care who puts it through.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's fully fair for the market because it's like you always talk about, I don't know.
I feel like government funding, government spending is never be transparent to begin with.
They're not good at that at all.
Is it for reason?
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, a lot of people assume the public are too stupid to know what's going on, but they technically work for the public, so they're supposed to be providing that information freely. Just like public schools are required to provide the curriculum that they're going to teach their children, so parents can decide whether or not they want their child to be in that specific school or have that specific teacher. Because sometimes each schools have different curriculums. It might not follow the necessities of what a specific parent wants. So you're allowed to shift them. Like, for instance, Bible class, right? I had an elementary class where you could leave during free time to go take a Bible class that your parents signed you up for, right? And that was a choice. Some kids went to it, some kids didn't. Some of us got tortured.
I thought you were religious.
I never said it wasn't torture, though. I was a kid, and like I wanted to go have fun, and we're all reciting these things, and I'm just like sitting there, like, oh, when is this gonna be over? I just wanna, and it was like in a bus that was turned into a classroom, and it was hot and sweaty, and it was in the middle of Anaheim. It was trash. I was like dying. My butt cheeks were getting, not my butt cheeks, like the bottom of my legs were getting stuck to the leather seats of the, it was all trash. Oh my God. But anyways, so what this originally video is Don Lemon is, I would assume, a commentator. That's what I would call him. And he makes a comment about this woman. Her name is Nikki Haley, and she is attempting to run for president against Joe Biden, I assume Trump. She is a Republican, though, so they're stating their opinion like this because she's Republican, but she's also, I believe she's of Hindu descent, but she's Christian, so her family immigrated here from...
I'm sorry.
I think that...
Wow.
Technology.
It's okay. I know she's of Indian descent, I believe. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I think it's the wrong road to go down. She says people, politicians or something are not in their prime. Nikki Haley isn't in her prime. Sorry. When a woman is considered to be in her prime in her 20s and 30s and maybe 40s.
What are you talking? Sorry, what? Is it she asking the same question? I don't know, but what is in her prime? Like, what? Like, I'm confused.
I don't know. Maybe he explains it. What do you assume prime is? Like,
the golden era?
Well, like, for instance, people would say, the prime for a woman to give birth is, like, at the age of, like, 24 to 25.
Really?
Or some people...
Oh, okay.
Well, genetically speaking, right? That's where they say biologically it's actually better to have children. Actually, at the age around 23 is when you're supposed to be biologically have children. I'm past that prime. So, let's just hope you come out okay.
I wouldn't give up my freedom at that young age. No.
Well, think about where you are mentally. Yeah, I get that. But I think, what is it called? It's up to each their own. I'm just saying, well, biologically speaking, that's when they say their prime is. So I always say, like, oh, if you plan on having kids but you don't want to have kids, well, then you should probably get your eggs frozen as soon as possible. That's my opinion.
But he's saying that she's not in her prime. So what?
Yeah, exactly. What is a woman's prime is generally has to do with her giving birth, in my opinion. That's normally what people are talking about.
Oh.
That's me.
Oh, okay.
That's my opinion. So, like, I don't know about what has to do with her giving birth have anything to do with her running for president. I don't know. So I don't know what he's talking about. But
when is the man is not in his prime?
I don't know. Let's look this up.
Let's
look up Google, because if you keep watching, he talks about how Google determines when a woman is in her prime. Wait,
Oh,
okay,
you
so
did?
yeah. Wait, press play. You'll see.
Wait,
That's not according to me.
prime
Don't-
for what?
It depends. I mean, it's just like prime. If you look it up, if you Google when is a woman in her prime, it'll say 20s, 30s, and 40s. I don't necessarily.
40s. Oh, I got another
I'm not saying I
decade.
agree with that. So I think she has to be careful about saying that. You know,
Dig
politicians.
yourself a hole there, son. Lennon had
Well, what he says was it's Google tells, like, that's what Google says, right? So,
I still didn't really get it because you said 20, 30, 40. So which one it is? You give out 3 range. Like, like no, like 20 or 30, 30 or 40s. Is this a statistic question?
okay, so supposedly on the Health Journal, it says a woman is in her prime between the ages of 30 and 39, socially, professionally, physically, inappropriately, and emotionally. How do you feel? Are you in your
I'm not
prime?
even that age.
I'm just saying, Don Lemon is saying that it's important for us to listen to Google. This is what he's told us, right? And we should listen to the man. Because he's a man.
Okay.
Okay, so he says, at what age are men considered to be in their prime? Physically, early to mid-20s.
That's so wrong. Like
Intellectually and emotionally, men start to fully mature around the age of 40.
yeah, that's so right.
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
I don't think that's wrong though. Like a lot of guys have really child,
Oh.
like they're young-hearted. So
Well, this is hilarious because he was talking about a woman's
it's not in her prime.
when she's in her prime, right? Like 20s, 30s, and 40s, and then this says the approximate rate of prime age male is 25 to 54. So around the same as women. So
I mean, basically they're actually both human. So why you compare one another?
I think what people's problem was is that it was actually like a sexist comment. Like you're only saying that because Nikki Haley's a woman, and yet you still talk about all the good that Joe Biden is doing, and he's in his fucking 70s as president and doesn't know left from right.
I wouldn't say that, but
We've literally seen him go, and then a guy point for him to go to this direction, and he go in the opposite direction.
maybe he was confused. You gotta give him a benefit of the doubt.
But that's the thing. That's the competency test that I think that would be really. I'm not saying I'm gonna vote for Nikki Haley at all, but I do think that the competency testing is like actually like a really good idea.
I do feel like though, president maybe if a little bit younger is a little bit better. Not necessarily against any older age. They may have the wisdom that we don't have, but they actually doesn't carry on. They don't follow us the trend. They don't know what the real world problem. They're facing the problem that is like 30, 40 years ago than what I'm currently am right now.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. Like
No, I get where you're coming. They're not relatable. What they believe might be an issue is unrelatable. And at the age of 70, I don't know. I think that
I still talking to my mom, talking to my dad. Like they were talking something that I was like, oh, back then had war. This happened. And I was like, I'm on the computer. I was just like, well, but I understand your pain, but I'm not at your era.
yeah.
Like I don't know how to react. Like, is somebody supposed to put in place to fixing your error, or somebody fixing what the current error is?
No, that makes sense. Like they're looking at the past still of what the past issues are and not looking at the present.
Yeah.
Or even what the future should be. I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like sometimes it's ageist for me to make comments about, like, oh, he's 70, he's old. But it's like he's made consistent mistakes over and over and over again that make people question his coherency. And I would say the same thing that was someone that was like of 30, 40, 50. So
they make the same
same mistakes. Like there's some coherency issue. I think everyone should adhere to the same coherency exams.
Or can you be competent enough to not make? I mean, at least not making the same mistake over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I thought you would find that interesting.
That was it.
Mm-hmm.
That was short. Well, it's great. Well, what do you think about the policy in what the comment that he made? Do you feel offended or you're not? Do you feel like women's prime is 20, 30, 40 plus?
Yeah, when do you think just comment below when you think a woman or a man's prime is, and we can all make fun of it together. I mean, like, obviously, like, I thought his comment was hilarious. Yeah. It was fucking funny. Like, there's no need to get angry.
It's true.
Because it's like, you should only be angry if you actually consider his opinion important.
No, you feel like that you're right. Then, oh, holy moly, that you'll get mad, you know?
Yeah, so I don't know. I just thought it was interesting, and I mean, like, it's old news technically. Like, this happened like a week or two or a few weeks ago. I don't know. I'm out of touch. But I just wanted to see what your reaction and everyone's reaction is. I just feel like everybody gets so sensitive this day on every single topic, every single subject. So I don't know. I mean, everybody's on the edge. Right now, yeah, I think everyone wants a reason to be angry at this point. Recession. Let's all band together and agree that everything sucks right now when it comes to money. It's true. Google lay off a whole bunch of people. That's true. Well, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and let us know. And what type of topic you want us to talk about, or send us the video that you want us to react on. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye.